Hi, my name is Roman Bond, and this is RomansLife101. Um, I just want to spit some shit about something like mental health awareness. Um, I remember being a little kid, and before I got my glasses, I was like acting up in school. Not the teachers thought I wasn't listening because I was drawing and stuff like that, and not paying attention to what was on the board and stuff like that. But I was just blind. I couldn't see the shit. Like the board, it can everybody else can read the board. Like what? Like I can't see it. Like it's all blurred to me. And next thing you know, I'm getting glasses and stuff. And next thing you know, like before I got my glasses, they were like, "Oh, he's ADHD, and he's at Ritalin and all this other stuff." And like, I'm like, and then as soon as I get my glasses, I'm like paying attention in school. I'm doing really good, and all of a sudden I don't have ADHD no more. I'm like, okay, that's weird. I'm just gonna go through life a bit. And, I have a stepdad. Had a really great stepdad that was in and out of the hospital with cancer, and he eventually died with leukemia when I was 14. And all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, he's bipolar." I'm like, "Well, no, actually, I got things to grieve about, but you make me take these antidepressants." Like, "Oh, okay, like you're making me." I'm like, "Okay, here we go," and go through life and shit, yo. And next thing you know, I'm like 20 on the streets, and here like I swear some girls were stalking me, and everybody was like, "No, it's just a figment of your imagination. You're just schizophrenic." Um, and this one dude diagnosed me with schizophrenia. It was pretty much a quack that pretty much kicked me out of his office after talking to me 20 minutes, and was like, "Oh, I got everything I need to know right here in your chart," and not really actually listen to me or pay attention to me, or like anybody want to believe my story. So many years just went by, and like kept on asking for new psyche evals. Like, no, we got everything we need to know in your chart. Um, come leave Washington State, come back to Minnesota where I grew up, and like like going through this for a while too. And then eventually I'm like, no, just give me a new psyche eval. What's it to you if I have a new psyche eval? Like what's gonna change for you if I have a new psyche eval? Just give me a new psyche eval. And they finally let me get a new psyche eval, and turned out I had more PTSD, or post traumatic stress, and that my stuff is more trauma based. The psyche eval said. And my therapist like, well, I don't know. I'm like, I've just talked to you, send you this schizophrenia specialist therapist. And so I go to a schizophrenia specialist therapist, and she's even expressing like, you don't seem like that schizophrenic. You seem more like trauma based issues, and so I'm trying to work on that, But the process, it's been a process of life, like so with that, people thinking me being schizophrenic, people looking at me all weird and bad, like, oh, he's a horrible guy, when actually I was just misdiagnosed. I had a lot of horrible shit happen to me, and fucking, I was just misdiagnosed because of it. Um, and then many people kind of look at me different and weird because, like, like schizophrenia, that's kind of like Down syndrome, right? Or something, or whatever it may be. And like, no, there's a huge difference between Down syndrome, autism, and stuff like that, Asperger's and stuff like that, compared to like mental health issues like true schizophrenia, PTSD, manic depression, bipolar, and stuff like that. There's a huge difference between the two. One's like mentally more needs more help, and one's more emotionally help. The bipolar and schizophrenia and PTSD, that's more emotionally needs help, and not necessarily needs more physical help. Um, so mental health awareness, it's important to know, and it's important to get help for it. And a lot of stuff that helped me was like talking about it, letting it out, like getting my old pent up secrets and things out of me, and actually people listening and trying to understand. And like it's like a lot of mental health people, like nobody wants to listen to their shit. Nobody wants to even try to understand or even care to listen, and so their mental health gets even worse and worse. And so it's important to listen, and at least try to care, even if you don't totally understand. Um, and spread the love. So to all the folks and people, brothers and sisters out there, love you, care about you. You're human. I'm human. So therefore, I care. Just spread love out there and awareness out there. Take care. This is Romans Life 101. God bless.